Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to High Five Live. My name is Rob. I'll be your host tonight for a little bit of fun. So come on in, join the live action, because we're going to have a lot of fun tonight here on High Five Live. We're going to gamify your family. We're going to gamify your experiences. So if you are live right now, say hello. Tell us where you're from, because I'm going to be doing a shout out to you. Let's see where you're from, folks. And as we get started with this, we're going to have a little bit of fun here because I want to give away some stuff here and also teach you guys some fun things that you can do with your family as you gamify your family experiences. So come on board, say hello, tell us where you're from, where you're viewing from, and if you're actually taking a minute just to pause and watch between quarters of the football game tonight, I appreciate it, because that's what we're going to do tonight here on High Five Live. We're going to talk about how you can gamify your family experiences, because I do this all the time with my own little family, and I've done it. My dad did it for me when I was a child. So go ahead, say hello. So let's see here. Our first answer for tonight is Amanda Ashby Aristides from Boise, Idaho. A big round of applause to Boise, Idaho. Brother Corey Andrews. Brother Corey. This is the man behind the High Five Live. High five to you, Mr. Corey Andrews. And who? Jeff Schrade from Stratford, Virginia. You know how late it is out there. It's 9 o'clock out there. Oh, look, my buddy Scott McIntosh joined in. Scott, say hello. Hey, Corey, he's watching from Springville, Utah. Here's a quiz, guys. Are you guys ready? Because we're going to gamify this really quickly here, okay? First question of the night. Springville, Utah. Yes. They have a high school team there. What is the name of their mascot? Now, Brother Corey, you can't answer this question because you know what their mascot is. But if you know, tell us. Hey, Pamela Bagley Ackerman from Shelley, Idaho. Interesting fact about Shelley, Idaho. It was named after a woman not named Shelley. Little known fact there. Anyway, I'm just making stuff up here as we get ready to go here. Tim Holt from Mesa, Arizona. Okay. And Blake Harrison watching from Idaho, listening while plowing his driveway. You must have a long driveway here. So here we are today on High Five Live, and we teased it a little bit earlier. It's about gamifying your family experiences. And the reason I thought this would be a fun thing to do. Oh, there it is. Pamela. Pamela got the answer. Pamela said the Devils are the mascot for Springville. Yes. Isn't that interesting? We got a couple of Devils in Utah County. What's the name of the mascot in Shelley, Idaho? I don't know. The Shelley Shakers? You can tell us, Pamela. Oh, and Angie McKnight from Ohio. My wife is from Ohio. Now, Angie, I will give you a prize here, Angie. We're doing a little bit of interaction here before we get started. We actually did start, but Angie, my wife is from Ohio, Piqua, Ohio, to be exact. If you can correctly name her favorite fast food restaurant that is only based regionally in the Ohio area, you will win a prize. Oh, Elise Suti Jones, I can't necessarily say your name correctly, is here from New Zealand, okay? And Jiang Li is watching from Vietnam. Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, so let's really dive into what we're doing here, and hopefully I'll see your answers here in just a minute for some of the questions that I asked. The russets, the Shelley russets. The russet potatoes. But we're going to be talking about how to gamify your family experiences. And the reason I thought this would be a lot of fun to talk about is bringing fun and interactivity into your family experiences, because sometimes we do a lot of the same things. We go through a lot of the same motions. And why I brought this up is Christmas. We recently had Christmas. I'd like to go back to 2 weeks ago and do it all over again. But we can't. We got to wait another year for Christmas. But what happened for Christmas is we are getting ready for Christmas, and I have a lot of nieces and nephews. I don't have any children of my own. It's my wife and I and our little cat. And so when we buy presents, it's always hard to kind of figure out what we need to buy for our teenage nieces and nephews, and they said to us, we really just want money. money. Hey, Amy from Hershey, PA. That's actually out where my brother lives with his kids. They live out in Lancaster. So welcome. So with that being said, I thought, why not create a fun experience to give these kids their Christmas presents? Because all they really wanted was cash. I don't know if you've heard that today, because kids just want cash, and they don't really want a certain present. They want to spend their cash the way they want it. So I thought, well, let's take out the thought in this. Let's have some fun and help these kids have an interactive experience while giving away cash. Because, easily I could put a bunch of cash in an envelope, and just said, all right, here's $20. Here you go. But instead, I decided to create a game show about getting their money. So what I did was I did a series of games. And so I'm going to show you some of the games that I did. And I actually just created it right here on Keynote. It's just like a PowerPoint. And so what I did was I did a game. So you can see it right here. And it was Name That Avenger. So what I did is I actually showed pictures of Avengers hairlines, and I made my nieces and nephews guess what their hairline was. Okay, so are you guys ready? You guys want to play? Who wants to play? Raise your hand. Okay, so get your fingers on the comment section. Okay, are you guys ready? So I'm going to show you a picture, just a hairline of an Avenger. Okay, you guys ready? Oh, I already showed you. It's Thor. Okay, so you got that first one for free. Okay, you got that first one for free. Are you guys ready for the second one? Okay, here it comes. Are you guys ready? Type it when you know it. Who is that Avenger? Who is that Avenger? Anybody know? All right, I'm looking for the comments here. Looking for the comments. Who is that Avenger? And once you know that Avenger, you type it in. But this is the game that I played with them. And once we found a winner, I was able to reward them. And it's Julianne with Black Widow. Very good. Julianne, 1 point for you. Julianne, let's give you a like right there. Oh, Linda, you came in second, but not quite. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? Name that Avenger. Name that Avenger. Black Widow is an Avenger. Who's this next one? Anybody else? Come on, let me see it. Once you get it. Anybody? Anybody? I'm looking for the answers. Ooh, Iron Man. So close. So close, Julianne. Oh, Tim is close. He said Tony, but Tony has a last name. Anybody else? Captain America? No. Anybody else know his name? Know his name? What's his full name? Because I could have shown the robot Iron Man, but I didn't. It is Mr. Tony Stark. Tony Stark. See? Okay. Okay, one more. You guys okay? Is that okay? One more? Here we go. Okay. This is a tough one. Now, this particular Avenger, this is his 70s version, the 70 versions of this Avenger. You guys know who this one is? Anybody? You got to let me know here. Tell me in the comments, which Avenger is this? And if you can name the actor, you win a prize. The Hulk, yes. But which Hulk? Anybody know? Pamela, I'm going to give this to you, Pamela. There you go. Pamela got it right. And now, which Hulk is it? It's Lou Ferrigno Hulk. Anyway, I just had to show you that because this is the kind of thing that I had fun with doing with them. And this was not a game that was an established game. And yes, there you are. Bruce Banner, very good, Linda. And looks like Scott McIntosh got it with Lou Ferrigno. He didn't spell it right, but I'll still give you the points. Well done, Scott. Okay, but you guys are having fun, right? This is not your normal High Five Live. I love High Five Live. But sometimes we need to mix things up. So think about the times you're interacting with your kids and with your family. For those of us who are in the LDS faith, they do what is called family home evening. Now, have you ever thought about mixing things up for family home evening, doing a game and having a lot of fun with it? But here's the thing, sometimes when it comes to our kids, you will mention something to them and they will go, oh, I do not want to do that at all, right? I totally get it. So the element of surprise is always a lot of fun. So I did not tell my nieces and nephews on Christmas that I would be doing a game show with them. So I came up to the house and I had cash, and then I had different prizes in different boxes, and they didn't know which box was. And so whoever won the first game, they got to choose their first box, and they unwrapped it. And once they found that prize, they had the option to keep the prize or give it to somebody else. So we gamified it that way. And I also wanted to make it so that everybody got to win, you know, and that's a key element. When you have little ones, you want to make sure that they are able to win, okay? Because sometimes you might have some problems with some kids who don't feel like they won or had their fair shake. But this is a lot of fun that we can do, and this is what we did on Christmas. So do you guys want some more ideas? Some things that you guys can do to gamify your families. So sitting around the table, how do we make it a little bit more fun? How do we maybe even have some gamification when it comes to having family dinner? Family dinner sometimes can be mundane and it could be boring, but you want your kids to be there. And this is a great way for you to connect with your family, okay? So I'm going to show you this. This is called Table Topics. Table Topics! I bought this on Amazon. Anybody can get this. It's just called Table Topics. Look it on Amazon. And I picked 3 different cards here. And the thing is, you can give your kids the opportunity to pick a card and then ask the question to a fellow sibling or to you. So for example, here's some ideas. And table topics are really cool because you're like, well, why would I pay $20 to find out different subjects that I already know? You can make up your own table topics, but this gets the brain going. So for example, on this table topic, it says, what are the most important qualities in friends? Now, this is a really cool subject because now you can start diving deep into who their friends are, and you can create it into a game. You know, first one to answer gets this, or whoever has the best answer doesn't have to do the dishes. Huh? Somebody gets out of doing dishes. So have some fun ideas doing it that way, okay? Here's another question. This would be a great one to have with your kids. What's the biggest lie you told as a child? You should plant this in there and make one of your kids do it, because then you can get some real good insights into your kids. Ooh, I like that. Amanda says one of her favorite qualities in friend is loyalty. Loyalty. And so here's my last one. What's your favorite fast food meal? Okay. Now these are fun. They're very simple, but this is a great way to kind of get to know your family and get to know your kids and share some different points of view, some different perspectives instead of like, well, how was your day today? How was school? How's Johnny? How's your friends? Have some fun with it that way, okay? So that's idea number 1. Idea number 2. I just bought this game the other day. You might know it because it's called Family Feud. Yes, Family Feud. Very easy game to play. And you don't have to have the full-blown game. You can just do it with cards here. Once again, I bought it on Amazon. And the thing is, I don't have an affiliate link. I'm not trying to promote Amazon or anything. But these are just some ideas for you to start having some interactivity, some games with your kids. So are you guys ready to play? Who wants to play? Me. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a question from Family Feud here. And whoever gets the top answer and the lowest answer wins. Okay. If time flies when you're having fun, name a place where it crawls. Name a place where it crawls. So go ahead and answer the question. When time flies, when you're having fun, name a place where time crawls. Okay? And so you can have a lot of fun with this with your kids around the table. You could even do this for chores, you know, getting out of chores or doing certain chores. You could have a chore chart up, right? And so you could say whoever gets the top answer gets to pick their chore of choice. Gamification. And whoever gets the last one gets to get the last chore. Okay, so Scott McIntosh says the cemetery. No, cemetery is not on there. When time flies, when you're having fun, name a place where it crawls. Disneyland? Come on. Think of boring places to go. Think of boring places, okay? Boring places. Still looking for an answer here. When time flies, when you're having fun, where is a place when time just crawls? Okay. School. Scott McIntosh, you are correct. That is the last answer. School is very good. Okay. School. Abby says school too. Very good. Let's see if anybody can get the top answer. The top answer being, everybody says school. Very good. Amanda says the DMV. DMV is number 3. Okay. Are you guys ready for the answers? Here are the answers. Number 1 is work. Well, maybe some of you guys have really awesome jobs. Waiting in line is also in there. And number two, I'm sorry to say, is church. So here you go. But this is a lot of fun. Family Feud, very simple game. You can ask questions and then gamify it and reward your kids or reward family members accordingly. And this is just a fun way to do it. And I know there's lots of different games out there, but this is just a way to interact with your kids in a different way. Okay, this one's interesting because you can also teach lessons through gamification, you know, and you can be very subtle about it. For example, name a cause of traffic accidents. Name a cause of traffic accidents. Are you guys ready? Go ahead and type in your answers here. It's almost time for us to wrap up, but we're having too much fun, aren't we? Okay, name a cause of traffic accidents. Yes, church is the second one on there. Okay, anybody else want to try? Name a cause of traffic accidents. I'm looking for it. Cell phone use. Amanda is our winner. Amanda had it right. That is the number 1 reason for traffic accidents. Now, the reason I kind of bring this up, you can use this as a learning moment. Yes. Instead of saying, stop driving, stop doing this, how about stop driving while you're on your phone? Stop being distracted, stop speeding, stop not looking. So here are the answers right here. Cell phone, speeding, drunk driving, not looking. But this is interesting. Once you could turn this into a conversation. And then if your kids are intuitive enough, they say, yeah, who drives and looks on their cell phone? You can have a conversation about this. So this is a great way to engage in family discussions, as Scott says. You took the words right out of my mouth. So gamify, but also start having conversations about it. So I put this one in on purpose, just so that we could have the conversation, okay? And so you can make up your own questions, you know? So you can say, top 5 reason mommy gets mad. And you can have a laugh about it. But then you can also have a conversation about it. You know why mommy gets so mad sometimes? Because of this and this and that. And then we're all having a laugh and a chuckle, but now we're having a serious conversation about how we can help mommy more. And if you want to help mommy more, raise your hand first. All right, you get rewarded. You get points. You can get dollar bills. You can get this. You can get that. So these are ways just to gamify the family experience. Okay, one last final thing I'm going to share with you before we go. And I really thank you. I want to thank everybody for being a part of this. Last thing. One of my favorite memories as a child was scavenger hunts. What my dad did with me was an amazing thing. We had Easter egg hunts. We had Halloween hunts. We had even hunts during St. Patrick's Day. And he would do these scavenger hunts. We'd wake up on Sunday morning before church. And what he would do is he would hide things throughout the entire house. And he would do a scavenger hunt, but he would leave us clues. And the thing is, I still think about these moments, searching through my house for these objects and for these things. And the reward was so great. Instead of just, coming upstairs and on the couch was all our gifts or all our presents or all our candy. What he did is he created an interactive experience. And so what he would do, he would start with one clue and we would go from different places in the house and we get another clue and we'd find different objects. So I remember one time he hid something in the freezer for me. It was Fat Boys, my favorite ice cream treat. And so I can't recall the clue, but I just wrote a clue. So you create clues for your kids. So for example, you give them a clue and then they fill in the blank. So here's an example that I wrote today. We don't want the food to go to waste. So we place it here with a lot of haste. don't let your food become a geezer. Your next clue is in the, where? Freezer. So I just wrote that down today, but if you put a little bit more effort into how you can interact with your kids, with your family, with your parents, whoever you're interacting with in your family, this is one way to gamify it, through scavenger hunts, through Family Feud, through even table topics. But this is a fun thing, and it's just a great way to interact with your family. So hopefully you've gotten some ideas and had a little bit of fun with me at the same time. I did see 80 got it right there. Addie, 80, if I got your name wrong. But this is a fun thing. And I want to interact with you too. So you can follow me on Facebook at Rob Ferre, or you can follow me on Instagram at Rob Ferre, ROBFERRE. And send me your ideas or send me questions. Send me a message. Say, hey, Rob, I'm doing a family home evening. We want to do a game. Do you have any ideas for us? I am so happy to do that for you. I just want to make your experiences with your family a little bit more fun and a little bit more engaging. So I want to thank everybody at High Five Live for doing this. You can follow High Five Live also on Instagram at High Five Live. And I believe they do these things every evening. So hopefully you guys had a great experience. And I want to salute you for being a part of this. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.